Hi guys, today's video will be an original effect. I can't say that I've completely created this by my own, but I put the three moves together in a way that I haven't seen anywhere, so in that sense this will be a sort of original effect. And now we will go back to Sweden to see what it looks like. So we have the ace, which now turns into a jack, and then the jack turns into a 3, and then the 3 turns back into an ace. So that was what it looks like. Now we're gonna go to the card table to take a closer look at each of the 3 steps, and after that there will be some performance tips. Today we'll be using the Bicycle Silver playing cards, which are black and white. The move consists of 3 sleights. The first sleight is a paintbrush change, the second sleight is a sort of just simple card switch, and then lastly you have to control a double lift. And we'll go through all of those. We won't go into the double lift in detail because it isn't necessary for this particular sleight, as you already have 2 cards turned over and you only have to control them cleanly to get the last move of the whole routine. So it's a 3-card routine, and to begin the routine you will take the top 2 cards. I usually do it from the bottom left corner with my right thumb, then just when you get to the last 2 cards just turn them over as one, like so. And with very little practice this will be fluid and easy, and you won't flash the other card on the bottom. From this position you will do the paintbrush change, and you grab both of the cards in the middle and then you sort of brush them on top of the deck, and if you do this quickly the bottom card won't flash, and then at some point you release the top card and then snap the card, and then you show the bottom card. And if you do this quickly it will look very nice, and you won't be able to it'll be difficult to catch the move. The point here isn't necessarily to be able to do the paintbrush change so well that it can't be caught, because that is actually very difficult, but with some practice you'll get the paintbrush change, and it's actually fairly easy, but you have to get used to how the 2 cards feel and then to the motion when you let go of the card. So when we're here you bring the card to the very end and you let go with your thumb, and then bend the card with the rest of your fingers, and then you let go and it snaps away, and then you bring the second card forward. So in one motion you take the card, you take the 2 cards, you grab the middle of the card, put 2 fingers, 3 fingers, whatever you're comfortable with, to the back of the card, make a couple of motions and then let go. And as I'm bringing my hand over to sort of snap the card, my fingers here will try to get this card into position with the rest of the deck so that it looks better, and so that it looks like that the card just changes instantly. So that's the first part. Now on to the second part, which is a simple card switch. I actually taught it before in a sleight and card control teaching video, but this time you do it with 3 cards instead of 2. So the move essentially is you have a card behind your card, or the card on top. You grab the corners like this and you bend them inwards. Then with your other hand you grab the free corners, pull those in as well, and when you let go of this hand the card will turn. So that's the move, but you have to do this for the third part. You have to do this with 3 cards. So from here where you've left off from the first move, you move the card, in this case the 9 on top, and again from the bottom right corner I count the cards, and when I get to 2 cards plus the top card you lift those up from here. It's pretty easy to feel. I usually look at it as well, but it's when you do it quickly, the audience won't notice. You put the deck aside, you bend your dominant hand, or the fingers of your dominant hand, then you bring your other hand, bend the corners, let go, and then the card spins. From this position, it's important that you don't flash anything as we move on to the next part of the move. So from here, I will place the cards on top of the deck and square the deck, or if it's in your hand, place them back on the deck. And from here, as the cards are, or used cards are bent usually, so here you can see the bend easily, you can with your finger again just grab the top 2 cards. So again, you're holding 2 cards, be careful not to flash, and then the final move is just you turn the card over, I snap the card and then turn over the first card. So you change, there's 3 changes, and if we go from the top, you do the card count, you get to the top 2 cards, turn it over in 1. Then from this position, you do the paintbrush change. I usually snap at the card so it makes a sound to prove that it's 1 card. We place the 9 back on top. We do the card count again, but this time for 3 cards. Then this can be done while holding a deck. You hold the deck in if your hand is big enough, and I don't have particularly big hands, so this should be doable. You grab the cards here, you bring your thumb, and in this case my ring finger, and I snap the card, and from here we can place it back on the deck. You can easily grab the 2 cards where the bevel is different, and from here I move then often to a pinky break. So I quickly just lift it up, put my pinky under, then I can be free with this hand. I can say or do something with this hand, come back, take the card, turn it over, and then quickly just move the 1 card and turn it around to reveal that it's in fact a different card. So once more from the top, count 2 cards, turn the card over, do a paintbrush change, snap at the card, put it back on top, count 3 cards, then do the switch, put it back, lift it slightly, pinky break, come over with the hand again, turn it over, snap, and there's the change. Yes, this isn't exactly a trick, but it could be used between routines. Maybe it could be used in an ambitious card routine, but as I haven't gone into the double lift in detail, I would definitely suggest practicing the double lift so that you get it 100% when you perform it, because the ambitious card routine crumbles really fast if you fail a single double lift, which I have seen myself when I've done my version of the ambitious card. So I wouldn't suggest putting this into that necessarily, as this is more of like a showpiece of sleight of hand instead of necessarily a move for the ambitious card routine. Otherwise, the most difficult part of this routine is the first change, the paintbrush change, so definitely brush up on that. That was the video. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed it, comment down below on what you'd like me to do next. Subscribe if you haven't already. The goal is to get 100 subscribers by New Year's. Currently we are on 11, so if you haven't already, please do. It's free, and we'll see you next Saturday. Bye!